My name is Ed Zabinski, and I've been a volunteer at the Y since it opened in 1981. Right now, Mary Pat, my wife, and I are co-chairing the campaign to raise money to build this project, and we've been at this since October of 2012, and we are very, very close to the finish. And before that, I've been a volunteer. As I mentioned, when the Y first opened, I was on the membership publicity committee trying to generate some visibility for the Y. I have served on the board a couple of occasions in the early 80s and then in the late 1990s, and have helped on board development committee and some fundraising committees as well.
My name is Kim Young. I am past president of the YMCA. I've served on the board 2 different times, once in the 90s and then just recently for 6 years. So I'm still on the executive committee, and I've been very active in this whole process. I've been on a lot of the committees that have been working towards this new active living project.
Well, my name is Mike Miskovich. I'm a board member of the YMCA, and I use the YMCA. My family uses the YMCA, and by being a member and seeing what it all has to offer, being a board member, I'm truly able to see how this benefits people of our area. Currently, I'm the president of the YMCA board.
What I see, though, in the Y is the fact that a wide range of people in our community are benefited by the Y. 1,200 people a day walking through the building every day using childcare services, exercise classes for seniors, mind-body workouts, a whole variety of things. And it's really every age spectrum, every socioeconomic spectrum in our community. I think that is what really appeals to me. It's not a fitness center, although it is that. It is not just a daycare center, although it is that. It's not just a place where people go for meals on wheels, although it is that. The fact that it is really a community, a true community center, really is what brought me to the Y in the first place.
Well, when I first heard about the idea of the Active Living Center was about 3 or 4 years ago, and at that time it was an idea of a collaboration between Eldercircle, the city of Grand Rapids, and the YMCA, and it just sounded like a good idea, the way they spoke of this, and it just seemed like the right thing to do. It just made so much sense. And over the last 3 years, as this has progressed there, it has come to more of a collaborative effort with the entire community, with the entire area, whole Itasca County, and as I think has become something quite unique, and I think benefits our entire area. It has grown into not only a center for senior citizens. It has developed into upgrade of the YMCA facilities so that we can offer more services, have more space, offer more programs in a unique way. We've been able to expand our child care, update our rooms. We've been in child care from infancy all the way up to the 9th and 10th grade, where we have our center for high school people, and also just the community aspect of the center in general as you come into the Y. The hospitals become engaged. It's just been a wonderful effort, a wonderful process, but what makes the process wonderful, it's coming to fruition, and I believe it's going to be a wonderful addition to our community. Our community, our people, our citizens will benefit from this project.
Back in 2007, the board had a retreat, and we came up with a strategic plan, and one of those items included a capital campaign within about 5 years. And so we started working on that. We started the Building and the Grounds Committee went through the building and listed everything that they thought needed to be done, needed to be replaced, could be made better. And then we had a utilization report done by the YMCA, the National YMCA. They came and went through the whole building and figured out how we were utilizing our building. Oh, we had an energy audit with Johnson Controls, and they went through our whole building and told us what needed to be replaced. So there were many committees and many groups that worked together to try to figure out what we needed to do. And then, when we thought, well, we kind of thought we had things figured out, a group of us from the Blandon Leadership Program were meeting one day, and I overheard Christy Kane saying the Eldercircle was thinking about building maybe a new senior center. And one of the things that we had thought about was expanding on our senior center. And so I said, gee, we need to really probably collaborate here. And two other people from our Blandon Leadership Program were Ed Zabinski and Sean Gillen, and they had a senior center in an old building from an acquisition from, I believe it was Grand Rapids Township, and they wanted to be responsible and figure out how they could find some new space for their senior center program. So the three of us combined had a mediator help us form a group and try to figure out a new active living center. And then we actually have now included the hospital recently with having a clinic in the whole process. So the whole process has been a long time. It took a little longer than we wanted, but in the end, it's going to be a lot better.
Well, I think the biggest and most obvious unique thing is the fact that it's a collaboration of at least 3 organizations that had never worked together before. The Y, Eldercircle, and the City of Grand Rapids. And, people use the word collaboration frequently, but in this instance where you get 3 different groups building something together, raising money together, that really is a unique thing. And each of these groups had an interest in creating something, and they were all poised to do something on their own. And each of the organizations decided not to do what they were going to do before they knew that the others were embarking on a similar plan. And that, I think, is really unique in our community. And the fact that it is unique really has attracted a lot of financial support that I suspect would otherwise not have been available. So that really, to me, is something that makes this project special. And honestly, it makes it easier to sell to prospective, I'll use the word investors, to prospective donors. And that's been a great attribute here over the last 15 months as we've been out raising money.
I think that this project is a kind of project for a community that involves all different age groups. You have young children, babies, and you have teenagers, and you have seniors, and you have the whole family aspect of the YMCA, and it really is, it's a place for everyone. Over 1,200 people a day come through the Y, and right now that's huge. That's a lot of people from our community that come there for wellness, come there for childcare, come there just for social gatherings, just to meet with their friends and have coffee. And where else can you do that in a community this size? I mean, if we didn't have this here in Grand Rapids, it would be so split up, and there would not be as great of services as we can provide right now at the Y.
It is a power of community campaign. It encompasses from birth to the wee ages of life, if we get to that part. And it's just a very positive, forward way of looking at life and interacting with people. I think it's a win-win for individually, for us, and for our community.
People should make investments, donations, where they feel they have some self-interest, where they feel they have some passion. And when you hear the story of the Y, you hear the story of the Eldercircle, when you hear the story of the City of Grand Rapids Community Center, and you talk to the people who are benefited today and will be benefited even more fully when this project is complete, I think it's a project that most people would want to support, because here there is almost something for everyone. I know that sounds almost trite, but the reality is that this project collectively will reach many facets of our community. All age spectrums, all income spectrums, frankly, too, a lot of interests. And there really is something here for everyone. I don't want to say that too often because it sounds overused, but this is a project that will benefit many people in a way that they can see and feel every day of their life.